Hello, hello. Welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Kelsey. I'm a voice actor living in Chicago, and today I'll be reacting to Trigger Me Elmo, the world's first race detecting toy by Michael Reeves. And this was suggested by Pahul Singh. Thank you, Pahul Singh. I appreciate it. You're on fire with the suggestions lately. I'm interested in what this will be about. I've reacted to exactly and seen exactly one Michael Reeves video, and it was c'est magnifique. But let's see what's going on with this one. Let's see what's going on, Mr. Michael Reeves. Hello.
Facial detection? Nah, I prefer racial detection. Ha. So there's been a lot of racial controversy in the news recently. People are saying things they're just not supposed to say. Look at this, look what I 3D printed, it's a hard R. Oh, look at that, drop the hard R. Anyways, the problem is that kids aren't learning about racial sensitivity at a young age. Now, clearly the issue lies squarely with the parents, but really who can blame them? You know, I mean, I forget I'm half Filipino most of the fucking time. How's Bob Smith supposed to teach little Timmy about different ethnicities, you know? And that's why I came up with the idea for a revolutionary new toy based entirely
the
on
artwork
race
in the back is
called
wild, by the way.
Fuck. So Trigger Me Elmo is gonna be two major parts. It's gonna be the animatronics inside of Elmo, because it's not nearly terrifying enough if it doesn't move, and the software that's going to detect your race.
Buddy, what are you doing?
Yeah, so what Trigger Me Elmo is gonna do is detect your race using computer vision APIs, and then say things to you based on what ethnicity he thinks you are. Let's start with the robotics that we need to turn Elmo into the spawn of Satan. Now this is the part of the project where I realized I might have messed up, because my rough plans of the animatronics became progressively more disturbing, and eventually bordered on devil worship. So here's a 3D model for the mouth animatronics. This is pretty cool. Here's how the jaw moves. Can't do that in real life. And then this boring piece of shit is the 3D model of the torso animatronics. I'll get those parts printed out, but while they're printing, let me show you where we're gonna be putting everything. It's just the hollowed out corpse of a normal Tickle Me Elmo doll. I took the stuffing out so that the robotics would fit nicely inside of it. And I know what you're thinking, Michael, that is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Don't worry, it's gonna get a lot worse. So these are what the fully assembled animatronics look like, somehow even more disturbing in person. The mouth mechanism's pretty self-explanatory. It gets screwed onto the floor and roof of Elmo's mouth. Then the servo is sent signals from my computer, and it opens it up to simulate talking. Here's what it looks like just constantly moving. Obviously, we're gonna use future code to make it actually simulate talking. Gross. This is the arm mechanism. It works when the servo turns this wheel, which is attached to fishing line, which is attached to the arms, and it makes them move up. So yeah, that's creepy. And here's what this one looks like constantly running. Don't worry, I'm already disgusted at myself. Now let's just slap in those fucking animatronics.
All right, let's do it. Elmo's got a 1,000-yard stare. Every time he flips over, he's like,
all right, so
am
the
I
arms
done?
are in. Let's do the mouth.
Scooby-Doo-bop, let's do it. Oh no! No, Elmo like... indeed.
So if I plug this in and just have it constantly run, it should look
Oh no,
like...
oh no, I'm terrified. So cute. Same.
Now, unfortunately for us, creepy does not equal racist. Can't wait to see that on a shirt. Unfortunately, creepy does not equal racist, said by Michael Reeves, aka...
Does that guy look like Harry Styles?
So in order to turn Satan Fetus into full-fledged Trigger Me Elmo, we're gonna need some code. We're actually gonna need a fuck ton of code. Spoiler alert, I made it way harder to build than it needed to be. But Michael, I hear you ask, why was it so hard to make? Well, the answer is, hey fucker! Sounds like you were about to start saying nerd shit, and that's not cool. So if any of you guys
Thanks,
aren't
Sonic.
into that, you better skip this part of the video. Either that, or shut the fuck up and don't talk about it in my goddamn comments section. Remember to stay cool, stay in school, and smoke crack. A lot of things.
Thanks,
They're kind
tiny
of just a
penis
lot of
creature.
moving parts in general. I did make a lot of extra work for myself, though. One thing in particular, I'm gonna make the excuse that I spent the extra time.
I literally
to make
know
the
that
code
song
run
playing in the
faster,
background, and it's
but
gonna bother me because I have
actually
no idea
I'm
what it is, but I
While
know
I was
it.
looking through the documentation of the API that I'm using, I spent all of like 5 minutes looking at it, and I thought
It's
that
literally on
the
my
API
drawing
would
playlist.
only use images that
bother
were
me.
already on the internet. So what I had to do here, I'll show you. My computer.
Also, I have that
my
same sound
computer.
foam.
I had to also create a completely
I'm not
separate
listening,
web
in case
server
you
here.
didn't realize.
Web server.
Okay,
web server. And then here
web
I'll
server.
represent the API here. API. So I thought that I needed to get the images from my computer onto the internet before the API could access them. So my system takes images from my computer and it uploads them to my web server, which publicly hosts them on the open internet. My web server then
Okay.
returns the custom URL of the image hosted on the internet on this server. It takes it.
Maybe
and
I'm
it
dumb, but
sends
I
it
don't
up
know
to the
why it
API.
has to be on the internet.
Then has access to this URL, so the API asks my web server for the image hosted on it. Then the API takes that image, processes out different racial attributes, and then returns those racial attributes data to my computer, where I can process them for Tickle Me Elmo.
Is the API hosted locally
so we can
or
represent Elmo here?
on like a server online?
Like that. So based on the race information, the computer tells the Elmo what to say.
I'm so
the fact
sorry,
that I did
Elmo,
this
that all
entire
of this
part of the project,
evil
would
is
be
being
really
put on
stupid if
you.
it weren't just coincidentally more effective speed-wise. Because the only other alternative is converting the picture on my computer to a base 64 encoded string. That's basically turning the picture into just letters and numbers, and then uploading that to the API in a JSON file, which is a pretty inefficient way of doing things. So I'm pretty sure this solution is the fastest, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna say it's 100% the fastest. So let's see what that software looks like without the boring explanation
Cool.
garbage. Now you might notice I borrowed some of the UI elements from the Squirtboy 9000, but pretty much everything else is different. So when I start it up, it's gonna start detecting my face, and when it reaches a certain threshold, it's gonna send it up to the server, and there we go. Wow, it knows I'm Asian. Didn't need an API to tell you that. So here I'm gonna let it run again, and this time I'm gonna draw your attention to the upper left corner. You can see this nice little readout I put in. See, what the API does is it returns race confidence values based on what it thinks you are. So obviously, we're gonna take the highest race confidence value, and then that's how Elmo knows what race you are. And obviously we're not gonna use my laptop webcam because that's not nearly creepy enough. So what I did was slip some camera guts into Elmo's right eye, and so the detection will work like this. Yeah. So we can actually do the speech synthesis in real time instead of determining what the movement should be ahead of time. We can do this by just listening on whatever audio stream is playing on the computer at any given time, and then moving the mouth based on the decibel levels on that audio stream.
Okay,
God
cool.
Damn, that was a boring sentence. Let me just show you. Okay, I got the
No,
speech
that's
synthesis
cool.
code running
That-
on my
that
computer.
I
I
understand.
put a Bluetooth speaker in Elmo's ass, just because. So when I play any audio on my computer, facial detection? Nah, I prefer racial detection. Obviously, it doesn't just do talking, but you know what? I think it's 100 times better anyway. So all
That's
we
like
gotta do is come up
Stitch
with
in
voice
Lilo and
lines for
Stitch
Elmo
with the
to say.
megaphone.
Too
She
hard,
opens
right?
his mouth.
Wrong.
Elmo!
That's fun.
I'm not even gonna try. Oh, crowdsourcing is the answer, just like all things.
Oh no.
And tweet! Now all I gotta do is wait for you wonderful people to give me some quality voice lines.
Voice acting
Crowdsourcing is
Twitter
not
and
the
meme Twitter. I like this. I'm sure there were
But you guys
many
did
people
point me
out there
to
willing
that
to help.
Trickster, another YouTuber who does a mean Elmo impression, and more importantly, doesn't mind a little satirical racism. Because damn it, if Trigger Me Elmo is gonna teach the youth to be more racially tolerant, he's gonna have to show them what not to do. So I asked him to read off some voice lines that make fun of Asian and white people. Why? Because I'm Asian and white. And if I've learned one thing from being on YouTube all these years, it's that if you are a race, you are allowed to endlessly mock that race, regardless of if you're disconnected from the culture, regardless of if it's mean-spirited. That's the YouTube way. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. Thank you. No, thank you. I may have also asked him to do lines for the other races too. Oops. So I got the lines referenced by the code, and that means we're done. Trigger Me Elmo is available in stores across the United States today. Wow, thanks, Dad. I've always wanted a Tickle Me Elmo. Well, something that's actually a Trigger Me Elmo. Your teacher called, and you dropped the N-bomb like 6 times in class yesterday. We gotta teach you some racial tolerance. That's no way for a 3rd grader to act. Introducing Trigger Me Elmo, the hottest new toy of the summer.
Look at all those cables.
Absolute breeze. All you need is
His
one
camera
USB
eye is
cable.
so spooky.
2 USB cables, a fucking power cord, I guess. 2 custom programs, your own private server,
That's
and an
all you need.
enterprise-grade web API. Trigger Me Elmo, because God has been dead for a very long time. This is the world's very first fully functioning
I just
Trigger Me
realized that an
Elmo. I am
API is not
so
hosted
goddamn
locally.
excited to finally see it
Duh.
work. So all I gotta do is stare into his
Sorry.
big little chicken eyes.
Oh, no, his eye's glowing.
Elmo's a puppy, not a dog. Please don't try to eat me.
It is everything
No.
I ever wanted.
Oh, in Asian. Elmo remembers you from the assembly line.
This might be the best thing I've
Oh,
ever
no.
made in my entire life. I can't stop playing with it. This is the best thing in the world.
How many lines, I wonder?
You remind Elmo of Cookie Monster. That was me. Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
And that was perfect because I'm half white and half Asian, so it should get it right like half the time. Wait, no, it should get either one half the time. That's what I meant. Oh, if you didn't know I'm back home on vacation, I can probably find one of my parents. Hey, Mom, sit down in the chair, please. Mom.
no.
Thank you, Mom. This isn't proof that I'm just Asian. All right, just look into the beady little eyes of the yeah.
She's like,
Good break from playing with Elmo. iPhones aren't gonna make themselves.
What did you say?
It says the iPhones aren't gonna make themselves because you're Asian. Get it?
oh, no.
Whatever.
Okay, goodbye, Mom. You can go now.
Oh,
Bye.
no.
Okay, next I'm gonna call
She
over my
was
black
like-
and Hispanic friends.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
I don't have any friends. Okay, a couple of my favorite actors. Let's do John Leguizamo first. Let me just line the face up. Okay.
Elmo respects all individuals of Hispanic lineage and wish you a wonderful day.
So the thing is, I'm not Hispanic, so you know. Now Terry Crews, rest in peace, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Rest in peace,
Boy, I sure
indeed.
hope I don't get demonetized for the racist shit Elmo's about to say.
Yeah, I don't know,
I
bud.
respect and admire your rich culture, and will now narrate a documentary on African American trials and tribulations. Chapter 1.
Guess which race I'm not? I think that covered Trigger Me Elmo pretty well in depth. I can show you guys a little bit.
Oh, there it goes.
Fuck. God, sorry about that, guys. I was having this crazy dream that this video was still somehow monetized. I don't know where it came from. Completely unrelated to that, have you ever seen someone hack into a racist animatronic Elmo doll to show people on the internet how a VPN works? Well, guess what?
Oh my
Because today's
gosh.
sponsor is NordVPN. You may have heard of them from fucking everywhere. And that's actually part of the reason
That
why I'm
is
so
true.
excited to be working
That is
with
very
Nord,
true.
because I see their ads all the time, and they tell you about how Nord is going to make you more secure, but no one ever shows you how it's going to make you more secure. So let's hack.
You gotta have a tie around your head. You just gotta. I like the suggestions. Fortnite, Roblox. I wanna... Mom, get out of my room. I'm trying to hack Roblox. I just want more Robux. Love Haker Man.
Hey, how's it going? I hope everyone's
Despacito
having fun,
in the
'cause I'm about to make it so you
background.
never feel
No
comfortable
way.
in public ever again. So let's just pretend we're in a Starbucks and This is their router. And this is going to
There
be
you go.
your regular computer connected to the Starbucks wireless. You could be doing whatever, reading email, watching porn, whatever you do at Starbucks. But then this is the computer of the creepy old white man sitting at the back of the Starbucks. He's going to be trying to see what you're doing online. So I'm going to use Trigger Me Elmo to show you what the creepy motherfucker over there can see when you're not secure on the internet, because Elmo sends requests over the internet to get race data. And so it should have detected my face by now. Shut the fuck up! Let's go see what old man Nevercracker can see. So here's the wireless data from the last couple of minutes.
Me when I
Let me just
accidentally play a
filter
YouTube
that
video.
For just HTTP. And if we scroll down, oh, would you look at that? Look, it's an application.json file. We used an application.json file in the Elmo. I wonder if it has anything to do with this. Oh, look at that. We pulled a URL from thin fucking air, which literally anyone can do on an unsecured network if they have a computer and no life. Here, look, I'll show you where it goes. I gotta restart the computer to get internet access back, so I'll just save the URL to a file. All right, we're back, we got internet, so I'll just copy paste over the URL into Firefox. Oh, would you look at that? It's the same fucking image. Now let's try the same exact thing, but with NordVPN enabled. All right, starting it up, and you should notice
This is probably the most in-depth and
protocols column.
like
It should go from
informational
TCP,
NordVPN
HTTP
ad
to
VPN ad I've
which
seen.
Implements
Like it
AES
actually shows me how it
256
works. So
military-grade
thank you,
encryption.
Michael
That's
Reeves.
a lot of buzzwords, though.
Thank
you don't
you.
give a shit about buzzwords. You just saw that computer. Shut the fuck. You just saw that computer rip a data packet out of thin fucking air, a packet that was never intended for it. I'm sure you just care about results, so I will show you results. Let's do the stupid Elmo thing. You got my face? All right, cool. Let's go over to Wireshark. Let's check out the protocols. Oh, would you look at that? It's
The
all
thing's still on his
OpenVPN.
shirt. I love that.
I cannot pull shit from it. There's no data for me to read because it's all encrypted. So I'm secure whether I'm on a secure network out in public or not. And that is the terrifying but
Best
harsh reality of
NordVPN
unsecure
ad I've ever
networks.
seen.
But the good news is I can get you 77% off a 3-year plan with NordVPN if you want to start protecting your internet experience
I
today.
don't
All you
know
gotta
how
do
that
is
works.
Go to nordvpn.com
I don't know one
Michael Reeves
thing
and use the
about
code
how that works.
Michael Reeves. Kind of redundant. And I get it if you're like, I don't really use my computer to Starbucks. I just whip out my mobile phone, browse Reddit, do whatever. Unfortunately, mobile phones are susceptible too. A lot of apps are really insecure and vulnerable to this. But Nord can protect your phone traffic too, so
Hello?
you ain't gotta worry about it. I mean, you ever send nudes from a Starbucks? I haven't, but you know. Yeah, just keep in mind the old guy at the back. That's nordvpn.com/Michael Reeves with the code Michael Reeves. All right, I'm out.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. I've got to say, I was very nervous about this video, but I'm happy I didn't trust it for my own sake, but I should have trusted it because, yes, the things that he made Elmo say were like, eh, but none of them were like, nearly as bad as what I was afraid it was gonna say. Very interesting. More, it seemed like not clickbait-y because he did exactly what he said he was gonna do, but like using the title to show you how like a database and like AI are really good at like facial recognition and patterns, and how that can be implemented in really silly and scary ways. I forget what it's called, but there's this one like art creator site out there. Oh, I wish I remember what it was called, but you can do similar things in that you can like choose the percentage of like, it takes images from like this giant database, and some of the images are real, some of them are AI generated like photos of people like that are made up, and you can use like sliding scales to determine like age, race, like hair length. Like there's a sliding scale of like masculinity to femininity. I mean, whatever that means, but like on a sliding scale of just like what the server has in the database and what the AI has detected. So kind of reminds me of that, which is very, very interesting. I think it's a very funny way to package learning things about AI and having fun while doing it. Well, thank you all for joining me. This was very interesting. And thank you again, Pahul Singh, for suggesting this. It was very fun, and I vibe with Michael Reeves. So yeah, thank you so much. If you'd like more content just like this, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.